Hey everyone, welcome to the video. Going over today's MLB late main slate for today on DraftKings. I posted my early video just a couple minutes ago, so I'd recommend checking that out if you're going to be playing the early slate. Before we continue though, if you could leave a like, subscribe to the channel, I really appreciate that. You can also follow me on Twitter at cpen_16, that's with 2 N's by the way. And if you want access to this cheat sheet at all times, and the pitching model with all the stats you're going to need, and the hitters model, which I update every single day, usually early-ish in the morning around this time, follow me on Twitter and shoot me a DM, and I'll send you the link to it, and you'll have access to it every day. So, anyway, also the UFC cheat sheet, I think it's going to be coming out really late tonight, probably like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., so be on the lookout for that. We've been doing great so far with that. And also, I would say I'm making the NASCAR cheat sheet, but it's the All-Star race, so I'm probably not going to do that, but I might do a little rundown video at some point tomorrow for NASCAR. And also, for those of you who like golf, me and the guy that does UFC, we're working on a PGA golf cheat sheet for starting next week, and he's going to be the one that's going to be covering that. So you'll have that to look forward to if you are into golf. I know some of you said you were into golf, so trying to make you guys happy there. So anyway, let's get into the cheat sheet. So SP1 today for me, it's pretty easy. It's going to be Luis Castillo, 10,600. He's just the clear ace of this slate, and he's been awesome this year with over a 30% K rate, and he's improved drastically versus lefties, and he's giving up no power to both sides of the plate. I know a lot of people see the Cubs lineup and they get scared, but I really think Castillo is going to overpower them and have a really good day. And then Trevor Williams, 8,300. He's not a big strikeout guy, but I like using righties versus San Diego. I hope you guys can hear those mowers in the background. It's just nice out today, so I wanted to be outside. But anyway, like I said, not a big strikeout guy at all. I think his strikeout rate's like somewhere in like 14%, so it's pretty bad. But he's a decent pitcher, and he doesn't get shelled a lot. And San Diego strikes out 26% of the time, so that should boost his strikeouts a little bit. I could see him maybe being in the 4 to 7 range in strikeouts, which is fine. Maybe give up a run or two, and hopefully get the win. And Eric Lauer, 6,800, just another guy. I think he's just too cheap, and I like using the lefties versus Pittsburgh. I know he's not the best pitcher in the world, but Pittsburgh's got one of the lowest team ISOs and WOBAs versus lefties, and the K rate is nice as well. So I think this is a really nice option. I know this is one of the lower Vegas totals of the slate, so definitely like these two guys from the same game. And at catcher position, Danny Jansen's my number one, just based on the price, 2,300. I always like punting catcher, and he gets to face Covey, so it just makes a lot of sense. He's going to be pretty popular, I think. Then Brian McCann, 3,600. He has some pop in his bat, and Wainwright is a shell of his former self. Sorry if I'm talking fast. My battery's about to die. I think I got 8% left, so I'm going to try to get through this really quick. Then Jason Castro, 3,700. He's been swinging a hot bat, and I do like the Twins tonight versus Swanson, as you're going to see. I got some Twins listed here. And then at first base, we have Freddie Freeman, 4,500. Just another brave lefty like McCann versus Wainwright. And Freeman's price is usually $5K, so we're going to get a nice discount here. And it's a nice park for lefty power. Then Matt Carpenter, 4,000. He's going to be popular tonight. Teheran struggles versus lefties, and he's leading off, and he's got good power versus righties, and it's a good park for lefty power, like I just said with Freeman. And then Justin Smoke and Rowdy Tellez, they're both around 3.5K, a little more, a little less. And both of these guys should hit top 4 and going against Covey, so I like the power opportunity there. And then at second base, Eric Sogard, 4,400. Just leading off versus Covey, and he's been pretty good so far this year. I remember when he was like in the 2 and 3K range. But those days are over. But he gets a nice lefty on righty matchup versus Covey. And then Ozzy Albies, 4,100. I can see him being pretty popular. Really cheap, and he's hitting further down in the order. I think around 5 or 7, but I still like him. However, with the discount we're going to get, Adam Wainwright's not going to scare me. Then Colton Wong, just lefties versus Teheran. I don't want to keep repeating myself. Then at third base, Matt Carpenter, we already went over. Then we got Vlad Guerrero Jr., 4,100. He's probably going to be popular tonight after he broke out with 2 homers. And it's only a 5-game slate, so a lot of these guys are going to be popular, but now he gets a nice matchup versus Covey. And then Eugenio Suarez, 4,900. He's really expensive, but I always like him versus lefties where he has elite numbers. And he's in friendly Great American Ballpark, so easier to hit home runs there. Then at shortstop, Eric Sogard, we already went over. Paul DeJong, I'm not sure. But 5,200, he's a reverse splits guy where he has more power versus righties, and Teheran doesn't scare me, so don't mind if you can afford him, I'd get him in. And then J.P. Crawford, 3,100, super cheap, and he hits high in the order, so it just makes some sense there if you need the salary savings. And today's interesting. We have no high-priced outfielders I liked. I don't think there's a guy above 5,000 I really thought you should get in your lineup, so I just left it blank today. So in the mid-range is chock full of good options. We have Ronald Acuna Jr. Well, I don't know why I said junior. I think he's a junior though. But 4,500, going to be really popular tonight versus Wainwright for good. But it's going to be for good reason. I really like him. He's got power and speed upside. And he's just one of the best young players in the game. Then Eddie Rosario, 4,700. Swanson has been bad versus both sides of the plate, so no problem loading up on some Twins here. Then Nick Senzel, 4,400. He's going to be leading off versus the lefty in Great American Ballpark, and he's been pretty good. And then value outfield, we have Max Kepler, 3,900. Just love his price leading off versus Swanson. I can see him being pretty popular tonight. And then Randall Grichuk, 4,200. Has a lot of power versus righties, and it's Covey. Kind of gotten over that already. And then Marvin Gonzalez, this is a good way to get cheap Twins exposure. And he's usually been solid, and they keep having his price around 3,200, 3,500, so definitely like going back to that. And then Miguel Sano, 3,500. I think he's coming back. This is going to be his first game back, so I don't mind using him versus Swanson as well. So just welcome back for Sano, and he's got power in his bat, but he does strike out a lot. That's the problem. So definitely like that. And then some of the core plays we have. Castillo, 10,600. I mean, I think he's a priority, just the way pitching is going to be tonight. And then I guess you could go double cheap with Williams and Lauer, but Castillo's got the most upside by far in the slate, so I want to get him in. Then Matt Carpenter at either first base or third base, but I'd really try to get Freeman in at first base, so I'm going to have Carpenter in at third here, or guys like Smoke and Tellez. And then outfield, I have the whole outfield listed for you guys, so I like Kepler, Rosario, and Acuna. So I think those are going to be the best spots, dollar per dollar. And the weather looked pretty good today, so I don't think we have anything to worry about there. And then the top stacks for me are going to be the Braves, the Twins, and the Cardinals. I know I don't have a lot of Cardinals listed, but I still think they're in a nice spot. And they should be decently owned. I know it's a 5-game slate, so everyone's going to be high owned, but they could be a sneaky one on the slate. But anyway, guys, that's all I have for the video. Remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 700, so that's pretty awesome. So thank you guys who all watch the videos constantly. Leave a like and always comment. And just really appreciate it. Remember to follow me on Twitter at CP_16 if you want access to the model cheat sheet, and, pitching and hitting model. And be on the lookout for the UFC video and the NASCAR video. And good luck today.